loves. Kristen here, and I'm the founder of Roots of Radiance Reiki, and I also am a Reiki teacher and a spiritual life coach. And today I'm here to share with you an offering that I have coming up that I would love for you to participate in, join in on, be a part of. So as I said, I'm a Reiki teacher, and I teach Reiki in a radically different way than a lot of teachers. I teach Reiki over a long period of time. So we meet together over 5 weeks, as opposed to just one day and go. This is super potent and powerful because the Reiki initiates us into a deep cleansing, energetic cleansing, a realignment. It opens us up and reawakens a lot of our subtle senses. And for many of us, when this happens, it's very foreign, the sensations that emerge, the things that might come up. And I know that personally, I felt very isolated and alone when I was trained in Reiki, and everything started happening afterwards. And so I feel really grateful to be able to offer this community to y'all, whoever is interested in being trained in Reiki 1 for self-healing that initiates our relationship with this deeply wise cosmic intelligence, this spiritually guided life force energy. And so we get to be in community together as we attune to this energy, right? I also teach in a much more relational kind of way. A lot of people teach that Reiki is a hands-on healing modality to be used to build a business or to heal others. And while yes, that is one of the ways in which Reiki can benefit our lives, I believe that Reiki is so much more than just a tool to help us heal. Reiki is spiritually guided life force energy. And so it really is an opportunity for us to deepen back into relationship with cosmic intelligence, with source, with something that's bigger than ourselves, while also deepening back into relationship with our own selves as well. It's why I really like to spend a lot of time in this first Reiki 1 course for self-healing, right? Because that saying, healer, heal thyself, isn't just nice words, right? It is of the utmost importance as healers, as leaders, as change makers, as individuals here in the world trying to make a difference. It is so important that we turn the mirror back on ourselves and really look at the ways in which we may be unintentionally perpetuating harm, unintentionally perpetuating kind of what I'll just call like lower energies, right? Of greed and fear and scarcity, right? And not to any fault of our own, right? We are born into this world, and many of us are here to be pattern breakers, generational pattern breakers, here to really put a stop to the harm that's been passed down for generations. And for those of us who are breaking those patterns and wanting to move beyond limitations, past limitations, it is so important that we tend to ourselves, right? I'm thinking of the analogy of like weeding our own garden, you know, and also watering our own garden, right? Because it's not just about cleansing, it's also about nourishment, right? And so I think it's so important as we deepen into this relationship with the spiritually wise Reiki energy to just take some time to let that energy integrate. And so it's so special to be able to work with you over a 5-week period in June of 2021, because then as the energy integrates, we can be held in community. We can be reminded of returning to our self-care practice. We can get support as maybe things bubble up that are bubbling up to clear, right? Oftentimes, I know that for myself, right? There was a lot of dense, repressed energy, emotions trapped within my physical body. And so as I began to work with the Reiki, a lot of that started to stir and started to emerge. And it can be a lot sometimes. So to be held in community as we begin this healing process is really important, I think. I think that it is so important as well, because I teach Reiki in a very intuitively guided way, right? There's a lot of like systems that have been created, a lot of rules that have been attached to the Reiki energy. And, in my opinion, those aren't inherent to the energy, right? But they're rules that we put on there as humans. And I think that a lot of times when we ascribe too strongly to rules, it can really limit our intuition. It can really limit the possibilities. And so I teach Reiki in a very intuitive way, which means that, again, we're coming back into relationship with our intuition. For many of us, we are taught that we can't trust ourselves, that we can't trust our intuition. And so to be given an opportunity to learn again how to trust our intuition, how to listen to our inner impulses, and how to really listen to ourselves is, I think, an integral part of working with the Reiki energy, because I think that's one of the greatest gifts that the Reiki has offered me, at least, is a reclamation of my power, right? A reclamation of my own inner authority, right? A reawakening of my own inner truth, a way for me to feel much more grounded and centered in my own self, in my own beliefs, and not so pulled around by external factors, right? This world that I was born into wants me to believe that I need to seek external authority in order to know, in order to understand, right? I'm supposed to go and seek out experts outside of myself. And yet I believe that we each are experts. We each are our own guru, so to speak. And the Reiki really helps us to tap into our own inner wisdom, to the inner wisdom that lives in our bodies, to the ancestral wisdom that lives in our DNA and in our bones, to cosmic wisdom that is flowing all around us and through us. And so there is this opportunity for us to reclaim our inner authority. I also want to name that I teach Reiki in a way that's very free of religious dogma. I am not very strongly connected to any religion. I've struggled with a lot of mistrust for organized religion and mistrust for authority as well. And so this, to me, Reiki has been a way for me to reclaim my own spirituality in a way that feels so much more real and authentic to me. It's been a way for me to reconnect with source, creator, great spirit, great mystery, God, whatever language feels right for you. It's been a way for me to reconnect with that energy without having to ascribe to any kind of worship practice, right? It's been intuitively guided, right? And so working with the Reiki, to me, is a way to really deepen back into relationship, not only with ourselves, and not only with like cosmic intelligence and life force energy, but also with each other. Because as we deepen into these bigger energies, right? This cosmic intelligence, our own inner wisdom, there is a sense of trust that starts to emerge. There is a sense of inner peace, right? Where there's not so much needing to prove anymore. There's not so much needing to posture, right? But there is this ability to just really show up in alignment and in authenticity. And when we do that, we're able to deepen into relationship with other people in such profound ways. So again, I would really love for you to join me in this Reiki 1 for self-healing, comprehensive energy medicine training series that will be occurring in June of 2021. I have the registration link and more info linked below. Again, my name is Kristen, and I'm the founder of Roots of Radiance Reiki. And I began working with Reiki about 6 years ago at a time when I was desperately seeking ways to love myself more, right? Love myself unconditionally, right? Love myself despite if I was in a partnership, love myself despite whether or not I had a real job or a good job, to love myself despite all of these external factors, and just love myself for me. And Reiki came into my life at the perfect time, when I was really seeking purpose, right? Seeking something bigger than myself. And it has enabled me to live so much more in alignment with my truth. It has enabled me to show up in ways that are much more real and unapologetic and unabashed. It has allowed me to really reclaim my own truth and step away from ways of knowing that are deeply rooted in a lot of harm, actually. I think that we are all being asked right now to really step out of this worshiping of our intelligence and to step back into honoring the intelligence of our heart, honoring the intelligence of our gut, honoring the intelligence of our body, honoring the intelligence of the natural world. And I believe that Reiki is a beautiful ally and a gift to all of us to help us on this transformational journey, right? I believe that many of us chose to incarnate right now to help us transition this world into something more just, into something more equitable, into something more harmonious, right? And I think that Reiki is a beautiful ally to support us in this work and help us reclaim our power, reclaim our inner authority, reconnect with ancestral wisdom, reconnect with spiritual wisdom. We each have a unique role to play in this transition into a new era, but we don't have to do it alone. And we are clearing a lot, you know. It's been millennia, thousands and thousands of years that a lot of these patterns of harm have taken place. And so when we are choosing to break those patterns, it's no small feat. It's no small feat. We don't need to do it alone. And this energy is powerful and gentle and so loving. And it supports us in ways that are not comprehensible by our mind. It respects our free will and really works with us in the ways that we guide it to, right? It is very much waits for our permission to take action. And then once permission is given, so much expansion is possible. So I'll say again, if you are interested in deepening interrelationship with this wise Reiki energy, if you are interested in learning more about what the Reiki can do for you in your life, or if you're interested in experiencing the Reiki in a distance healing session, please reach out to me. Trust your inner impulse. If there is something in you that is feeling alive based on what you've heard here, if there's some kind of inner pull, please reach out to me, right? Look at the info that I've provided below, the registration form and all of that. And if you're still feeling some kind of blockage, reach out to me, please. This energy is a gift to all of us and is here to really support us as we transform and transmute and alchemize and birth a new world into being. Yeah. Yeah. I know it can feel like a lot, and yet it only has to be as much as we are ready for. So if you are ready to begin a self-healing journey, to deepen back into self-love, to find more ways to trust yourself and to develop your intuition and your own innate healing abilities, I would love to work with you. Please reach out to me. Again, my name is Kristen, and I'm the founder of Roots of Radiance Reiki. You can find me on Facebook, Roots of Radiance Reiki, on Instagram, Roots of Radiance Reiki, or at my website, www.rootsofradiancereiki.com. So much love and protection to all of you. In each other, we find ourselves, and we are stronger together. So much love to all of you. I would love to help you root into your power and radiate your true brilliance, because we need you here right now. Bye now, my friends.